Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Scrap2Cast. If you're a new viewer, I just wanted to show you what my channel is all about. All this stuff that you see right here, I actually casted. And the way I cast things and the way I do my videos and my channel, I'm a scrapper by nature. I like making extra money on the side. Tax-free money, so to speak. And what I do is, in my everyday travels, I usually find something on the side of the road. And I take the items and I scrap them out completely. And I do it all on camera, do some time lapse and some editing to get rid of all the bullshit in between. And just as an example, today I picked up another ceiling fan. Probably about 11 ounces of copper out of that. That's what I got in the last one. And I got this really tall aluminum ladder. It's actually in two pieces. I'm sure I could probably put it back together, but it's pretty grody, and I'm gonna actually scrap and melt that one day. I'm curious as to how many ingots I'll get out of that. And here's some of the ingots. Those are the aluminum ones. These are 2-pound ingots. Yeah, pretty beefy. And then there's all the copper. There's 125 pounds of copper ingots in here. That's a lot of items that you got to pick up off the side of the road and scrap out and then melt it. I just wanted to show you that real quick. We'll get back to the cool items on the cart. But that's what my channel's all about. Like I said, taking things off the side of the road, scrapping them out completely, then melting the metals down. And I do tell you the weights on everything that I get. And yeah, I make cool stuff like this. This was my most recent video. I made the YouTube like button or thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. It actually came out pretty good. I 3D printed the 3D printed it, made a mold out of it, sand casted it, and there we go. And then I think the video before that, I think I made a copper bar with some wire and transformers. That's where I got the copper. And then I made this brass pyramid here. A lot of you guys said that, well, not a lot of you, a couple people had mentioned that it would have looked better polished. And the reason I didn't polish it, I do agree, it would look better polished. I'm not going to lie. I do agree with them. But the reason I didn't do it is because I wanted to make it look like a weathered pyramid that you would see in Egypt. You know, the pyramids out there aren't perfect or polished. So I just kind of wanted to make it look more authentic. And this is pretty symmetrical. That was actually pretty cool to make. And I did make a pyramid a couple years ago before I had a 3D printer. I actually made this out of a cardboard stencil. I found a stencil online. I printed it out on paper. And then I glued the paper to a piece of cardboard, all the sides. And I cut all the sides out with a razor knife and a pair of scissors. Taped it all together. Casted it in sand. And that was the end result. It's not perfectly symmetrical. It goes further to that side than this side. But whatever, you know. Who cares? A couple various things that I made. I'll give you a couple close-ups. A little Christmas tree. Some Christmas ornaments. That was done on camera. That was done on camera. This wasn't. The subscribe bar. That was done for when I hit 100 subs. That was fun, actually. Hoping to get a few more subs. When I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to set up my bigger furnace. I'm using a smaller Devil Forge right now, but I do have their next size up. It's twice as big, and I would really like to actually use it. Guardian Angel, there's a video on that. I don't think a lot of the stuff was on video. This was recent. This was done, I think, about a month and a half ago. This cross I made recently. This was fun. If you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, this was the staff headpiece that they used in the map room. And it illuminated on the floor where the Ark of the Covenant's final resting place was. This came out pretty good. I saw a couple other casting channels do this. And I always wanted one of my own anyway, so I decided to try it myself. And this was a lot of fun to make. The intro to that video was... it was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. I did it all myself, too. And it came out pretty good, but it was a kind of a boring video. There's not a lot of views on it. There's only like 45 views, I think, on that video. So if you're interested in how I made that, you know, check out that video. Give it a thumbs up if you think the intro was good. Making the mold itself, I didn't do a time lapse on that or snip things out of it, so it didn't come out. It's a long video, so to speak. It's probably about 15-20 minutes long, and most of it is actually making the mold, the sand mold for this. So, you know, you can skip through the video if you want to get to the end of it and see what it looked like. This was actually a frying pan that has this design raised up in it. I did the original one, the first one I ever did, I did out of copper. This took 3 hours to melt down. I didn't have the Devil Forge at that time. I had an electric furnace. I had just put a brand new crucible in. It took 3 hours to melt down that much copper in order to pour this. And it didn't come out bad, but it screwed up a little bit right here. It didn't fill completely in. But that was the first one I made. Then I made 2 more out of aluminum, and I actually gave one to 2 of my friends on Facebook because they like chickens and rooster themed items, so I figured they would like it. Letter opener I made. This was made out of cardboard and came out pretty good. Not bad. You stab somebody with it, I'm sure they're going to be hurting pretty good. A couple brass knuckles. That was made recently. This one fits my left hand pretty perfectly. Try to do it one-handed. Yeah, not bad. The other one is, get off. There we go. The other one, I did this off camera. I did this a couple years ago. And it's way bigger than, you know, I needed it to be. Somebody actually wants that, but I don't know if I'm going to give it to them or not. Just because they're illegal. But you can make them legal by putting a little post on it and making a belt buckle out of it. And they're perfectly legal. They can't say anything about it. Squirt gun was pretty fun to make. That was a squirt gun originally. This side came out really good. The trigger didn't come out, so I had to pretty much file a whole bunch of material off in here, and then I made the trigger by hand. It didn't come out perfect, and it should have went further back, and it's crudely made, but it still looks cool in your hand. Don't point this at a cop, because you'll end up dead. Skeleton key, that was fun to make. But yeah, that's pretty much the stuff that I make. If you're interested and want to see further videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my older videos. Make your decision based on that. The videos that I've done more recently are all captions. There's no talking in them. I just find it's a lot easier to do it that way. Because this way here, if I screw up, I can just snip part of the clip out and you wouldn't even know. Well, you'll know it's snipped out, but I wasn't talking and had to redo the take over again. So, anyways, thanks for checking out my little stack of stuff here. It'll definitely be set up somewhere else, as well as the ingots and the bars and stuff like that. We'll try to find a place for it. I'm currently going to be moving out of my apartment probably in late September, so I didn't see a point in keeping this stuff at my apartment, only to lug it all out anyways, and I live on a 3rd floor. So I didn't want to lug about 200 pounds worth of, metal down the stairs. I'm sure you can't blame me. But anyways, thanks for checking out this video. I'm sorry there wasn't any casting or any, objects getting scrapped out, because that's what most of my subscribers are all about, is checking that stuff out. But I wanted to show my existing subscribers and any potential new subscribers what I'm actually capable of doing. So thank you very much, and we'll get a new video out for you guys a couple days after this one posts.